May I introduce the third speaker while Insu is loading and unloading the disk. Pleased to introduce you Mr. Sutee Tappong, who is making a presentation on behalf of Mr. Pichai from United Textile Mills Company Limited, Thailand, on development of a color matching support system in bleaching and dye. Over to you. We have had quite a few problems of this kind, haven't we, at this conference?
I would like to introduce the United Textile Mills in Thailand, where originated the topic which I am going to present to you today. We are located at the Cairo, Thailand, and you can find us at this address. And you can find us anytime, anywhere by this website. And this website is very important to us because it was created and written within only 1 week by the great gentleman in this room, Professor Jeffrey P. Silverman. I would like to thank you again. We are the outstanding in manufacturing of dye and finished yarn and knitted fabric with ISO 9002 and ISO 14001 certification by RW2 and Ecotech Standard 100 by Tech Switzerland. We have the process of knitting and knitted fabric, and we do the dyeing and finishing also. We have the laboratory color matching by the CCM, and we have the quality control, and we have put the quality assurance to our product. Also, we have the scouring and dyeing process, fabric setting, finishing, and other additional process, moisturizing. This is for the knitted, which is rare in the market. We have the sweating, which makes the fabric soft handling, and coloring, napping, chemical and enzyme treatment for soft touch and functional. Now come to the topic. Development of color matching support system in bleaching and dyeing. When we talk about dyeing house, we will think about people try to put the fabric in the dyeing process and hope to get the output of the colorful fabric and yarns. So it is very easy to produce any shade of the color just as it comes out of the process. And people will accept. Really, if people accept just this come out of the machines, it is very easy. But it's rather difficult to produce the color textile material to meet exactly the selected color shade. And because of the customer wants to be different from their competitors and try to produce garments which give more attractive to the people. There are many studies concluded that the people will decide to buy clothes by first attracted by the color they like. It's the first thing that if the people like the color, they will decide to buy.
Would you like to hold the microphone in your hand?
Yes. Better?
Yes.
Okay. So every dye mill must try to get the color mixing or color recipe to meet the exact color shade required by making trial error in the color laboratory before producing in mass. The color matching techniques have been developed for the past decades, but still many laboratories can find the correct recipe by making trials several times. It will be beneficial if anyone can develop a technique to get the correct recipe within one trial. That will be great. Even at the United Textile mill, we face the situation of making trial averagely 3 times to get the correct dyeing recipe. By marketing, competitiveness and cost conscious, UTM team led by Mr.Pichai has developed the Supporting CCM program to reduce the number of making trials for right recipe and success rate in 2 times. Let's come to the theory. Follow the KLUBELKA and Munk's theory, which considering of reflectance value of calculation of KOS ratio. This is an example of the red color. We can see the difference of the curve which show the reflectance. This is the theory by KLUBELKA Munk. And from the CCM, every CCM has the KOS ratio and calculate from this formula, where K is an absorption coefficient, S is scattering coefficient, and R infinity is the reflectance of the sample of infinite thickness to light of a given wavelength. This is in the color physics. And KS ratio of any color fabric will vary nonlinear. This is very important. Nonlinear with the dye concentration, as will be shown in figure 2, 3, and 4. When we make experiment by dye the fabric and with different concentration and read by the CCM, you see the KS ratio and cross the graph. It would be a straight line. This is an example for the yellow color HE4R. Also, for the red color HE7B, the behavior is not linear. And this is for the blue color HERB. Also, it's nearly linear, but it's not a linear curve. That's our experience with usual CCM method show that CCM predicted dye concentration are different from the actual concentration used in dyeing the sample fabric, as we showed in the figure 5, 6, and 7. By such behavior leads us to the idea of creating the Supporting CCM program. Normally, we would expect that the actual concentration values keyed in the CCM and let it repeat it again. That concentration, it should show the same value as the actual that we put in the CCM and get the straight line, but in fact it doesn't. So when we dye the sample fabric and we let the CCM to predict, it should come out the same value. And when we plot a curve, it should be a straight line. But in fact, we have tried the experiment, it will be a curve, not at the same figure. This is a example of the red HE70. It also is happened like this in the blue color HERV. So by this behavior, we created the support CCM program to give the correcting value to get more right prediction. This is the diagram that I show you different without the supporting CCM program and with the supporting CCM program. We can reach the target of the recipe in the lactic within the average second time. The process is that when we get the color fabric from the customer, we normally use the CCM to predict the recipe, and then we make a lactic and test, compare the color. Normally, it comes out different. The delta E will be more than 1. And then we use the CCM to adjust the recipe again and make a lab dip number 2. And it comes out different, delta E more than 1. And then again, and the third lab dip, and then we get to the target and approved. And when we use with the supporting CCM program and we adjust the first prediction from the CCM, adjust with the additional program and make a lab dip number 1, delta E also come out more than 1, non-exact. And then we use the CCM to adjust the recipe again for the first time and make a lab dip. And then we hit the target. It's passed. And this is the example that we have done. This for the dark shade red color without the CCM support, and with the supporting CCM program, this is dye mixture, and this becomes. Unfortunately, for this color, we success the same number of trial, which is normally sometimes 1 time, sometimes 2, but averagely is 3 at the moment. But with the supporting CCM program, we can get for the second time. And this is for the red medium shade. We can get with the supporting CCM program at the second time. Also for the orange, for the normal, without the supporting CCM program, we can hit by the third time, but this is for the second time. So come to the conclusion. By application of the supporting CCM program to help in adjusting the predicted recipe for the CCM, will give more chance to speed up the lab dip, about 30%. If we can get the quicker lab dip, we hope that we can respond to the market with shorter lead time and make us more competitive advantage. This concept of thinking will open the way to make more efficient supporting CCM program to get the right recipe at the first time. Thank you.
Would you like to take some questions? Would you like to take any questions? Yes. Can somebody switch the lights on, please? Yes, please. Does anybody know where the light switch is? would like to see the question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to ask about this new method, the CCM and the color lab depths. How the color lab depth was taking 5 times for making the approval sample, or more than this?
It's every factory try to make it one time if it is that's go in one like in the golf sport.
Yes, this is by
yes,
the traditional way by color lab
Yeah,
depths.
before we success 5 times, 4 times, and now averagely is about 3 times. And with the supporting CCM program, we can success within 2 times, averagely.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Sutee, have you noticed any difference when you're trying to evaluate yarn dyes versus piece dyes?
This is have been done on the knitted fabric. For the yarn dyes, we have not done it because this is a very, very new idea that we try to be success. And at the time that now some CCM is some brand names that they have a smart match, which they try the same way that to get the correct recipe within the first or the second time. But this is one idea that you can imagine.
Any more questions?
Yes, can you explain the difference between a smart match and your system? If a professor has built a smart match or your expert system, what's the difference between your system and smart match?
The system that we have created is that from the idea of when we dye the fabric in the laboratory with the known concentration of the dye mix, and normally we put that fabric for the CCM to read the concentration of the recipe. We expect that it should come out the same value of the concentration on the recipe, but it doesn't. Can I reverse it? Brian, can you help me?
You might get help.
The idea that when we know the concentration, right, and we dye the fabric, and then that fabric from the dyeing process in the lab, we make the computer to predict. And this is for the blue HERE. It should be 0.05, but it read 0.066 concentration, which is different. And we observe that if the concentration between lower than 1, if the line is the same, but if it's more than, it's a different. Normally it should be a straight line. That's the idea. So we make a formulation for correcting this part to get the recipe more correct at the first time.
Is that
Sorry, I'm just asking if this will help again over the smart match. The smart match is already built in software.
yeah.
Now he's talking about a new support for the software which already delivered with spectrophotometer. Will his system help, or he just talking about two trials and he gets the right first time color?
of anybody, because it's a software that put in the computer. The software that any brand name they try to create, and it's a secret for them. But we don't know exactly how they program it. That is why I cannot make you clearly how it is different. But in our way, is like the ways of thinking is like this. Yes.
Any further questions? Okay, Mr. Please take care. Now,